Hey YouTube, this is Primetime Pokemon on my Primetime Walkthrough channel, here with another Pokemon Black walkthrough. We just got done defeating Marshall, the last Elite Four member we needed to defeat to reach the champion, and we're now back in the Pokemon League Plaza, and we're going to read this plaque straight ahead. We're just going to walk up to it and click the A button, and you'll go underground, which will lead to the Champions Room. So there will be a bunch of stairs you have to climb to get to the Champions Room. And when we get to the Champions Room, we'll see that N and Alder are battling each other. There they are. Alder's on the right, N's on the left. Now I guess we hear that N has defeated Alder. And Alder's basically going to beg N not to separate Pokemon and people. But N will hear none of it. So now N discovered that I have the Light Stone, and then he actually wants to battle me. But this isn't the place to battle. The Champions Room isn't the place to battle. He wants to battle in his own castle, so this is actually double screen here. If I can get this camera that far out. There's a cutscene of the giant castle appearing. So I'm going to have to go into the castle to defend peace. That's what it looks like here. Now, N's castle is appearing, and N's castle is constructed in secret over many years, and it was hidden in the land around the Pokemon League. So I'll be entering it to prevent N and Team Plasma from separating people and Pokemon. So now I get back to the top screen. Now I'll just go up the stairs to N's castle. Here comes Sharon. So I have to go by myself to N's castle, so I don't prevent N from separating. So I do prevent N from separating people and Pokemon. Just climb these stairs and go into N's castle. And there are 6 of the 7 sages, and they actually want to take me on in battle. But when we get in here, the gym leaders actually come to rescue me. There'll be 6 gym leaders, but the Striaton City gym leaders aren't among those. Chili, Cress, and Silent aren't among the gym leaders because Bianca went to get them, but she didn't get there in time. So that's why those 3 people aren't showing up. So the gym leaders are going to face the 6 sages right now, and let me journey through N's castle and find N. So there's 8 gym leaders right there. Whoop, we don't want to go back out. We want to go over here. Over here. And what we do now is we can go in a couple different rooms. And there's only certain rooms you actually really have to go into. One great place you can go into is the second room. But the Shadow Triad's going to offer some help. Basically says that you can heal your Pokemon and access your PC in N's castle. And right in here is where you can get your Pokemon healed. We'll be able to talk to Anthea. She's on the left here. If you listen to Concordia, who is on the right, she'll tell you a story about N's past. So we go out here. And then if you go in the room over here, there's an item to get. Max potion. And now I'll go up to the next floor. So we're basically just going floor by floor, and you can go into all of the rooms here. We can go in here, and there's the PC if you want to go there. You can use the PC, and I'm actually going to move one of my Pokemon and deposit. I'm going to deposit Panseer, because I'll be battling Reshiram soon, and then I'll just have that go into my party before I battle Person N. So that's good there. And if you want, in one of the rooms, coming up quite soon, you can talk to a grunt in there, a Team Plasma grunt, and they'll be able to send you back to the Pokemon Center in the Pokemon League, and then you can either go back to heal your Pokemon or get some items from the Pokemon Mart. There's a Max Revive. So now we can do that, and then the next room that you can go into is where you can go back to the Pokemon Center. And I'll actually show you what it looks like there. You can go back and then get right back here. Yes, so go to the Pokemon League. So then you can heal your Pokemon, which doesn't really make much sense since you can already heal your Pokemon in the castle there, and then you can go to the Pokemart, and then you can just talk to this Team Plasma Grunt. Yes, I'll return. And you go to exactly where you came from in N's castle. So go out. And I want to go up these stairs. There's a Shadow Triad again. And there's a Shadow Triad right again. And he's just going to say there's N's room. You can go in there. It's a bunch of toys in there, so that makes you wonder, what is Person N really like if the room is just full of toys? But you can get an item over here on the skate ramp. A rare candy. The next room, you can get an item. Which is right over here. Full restore this time. And then there's one more room. You don't really have to go in there. Go up the floor. And then you go north, and that'll lead to where Person N is going to prepare us for the battle. There's going to be another cutscene quite soon where Person N is going to show us Zekrom, and then after we see that, my Lightstone out of the bag will start to come alive, and Reshiram will appear, and you actually can knock that Pokemon out 10, 15, 20 times as long as you have a spot on your Pokemon team, or have an open box on your computer, an open spot. You can keep battling Reshiram over and over again until you catch it. So once again, there'll be a cutscene here quite soon. And when you're playing the game, you actually can read what those boxes say, the text says. Here's the cutscene again. We'll give you a good look at it, see if you can get out here. There's not any way, I don't think you can skip this cutscene. You sort of have to go through it. Because I could push all the buttons here and it won't skip. So now we're going to talk to person N again. Actually, the screen is just shaking because the light stone is trembling in my bag. So Reshiram's going to appear. And there it is. There's the light stone. It's going to turn into Reshiram. And another cutscene I can show you here. So there we go. So now Zekrom and Reshiram are out there. So the Pokemon's saying that it wants me to try and catch it. So you can walk around here, you can just go up and battle it, and like I said, if you knock it out, it'll stay right there until you catch it. So you don't really have to worry about knocking it out or anything. Hopefully I can catch it quite quickly. And as soon as I do catch it, that'll probably end this part of the walkthrough video. In the next walkthrough video, I'll be battling Getsis, and then the video after that, I'll be battling, well, other way around. Next video will be Person N, the next video after that will be Getsis. So I'll use Surf here. No, see, there's a critical hit, but I'll show you. You knock it out like that, it's still going to be right here. So I'll try Surf again, and hopefully it won't get a critical hit and not knock it out right away. Reshiram is level 50. Be a nice addition to my team. There we go. I can try and catch it. If I try a few times and don't catch it, then maybe I'll put in, you know, a level 40 something Pokemon and use a move and hopefully not knock it out. But it's already caught already, so Reshiram was caught. I think it wanted to be caught, so I didn't really have to do too much to it. Pokedex registration complete. I won't give a nickname to Reshiram. So now we're gonna battle. I actually wasn't too prepared for this. This will be in the next video here.